it involved itself in outreach program. We were able to approach Pastor Gatus and ask him on how he can go and do the ministry. Actually, the pastor gave us two places, Beluso and Konchu. Our class chose to go to Konchu. This is the Konchu Church. It is located at Barangay Konchu in Trece Maltres in Dasmariñas. It's about 10 kilometers from Ayas. And maybe a little background history. It was 2008 when Pastor Barrientos and other people from Ayas make a decision to open a Sabbath school at Konchu, because Elder Nelson and his wife, they used to come and worship here every Sabbath, but they drive from a distance, so they decided to establish a Sabbath school branch at Konchu. In 2009, the ADRA director, he conducted the evangelistic campaign there, and the people were baptized. Just this year, in May, our church pastor, Pastor Galtus, he conducted a crusade, and 20 people were baptized right here in this church. Currently, this Konchu church, it has around 45 to 50 people. They are all young people, actually the majority, except the two elders, the church elder, Elder Nelson and his wife. But the rest are young people. And church elder, he's paying for the two evangelists who minister as lay pastors at Konchu. And the building which they are using is the Barangay Hall, and they pay a half sack of rice per month. And this is the building you can see. Our class B and Konchu. This is an outreach project for the class since the beginning of the fourth quarter of 2011. We have been able to visit 3 times, and we were able to ask them what do they need, or what are their expectations from Ayas, because our church pastor is very busy, so we are trying to work together. And they were able to tell us several of their needs, including new ways of reaching the people around at Konchu Barangay. As well, they need to build up a church. And then we saw that those needs, they are quite heavy to us. That's why we were able to make a committee which is going through those recommendations, and we will submit them to the church, and we will need your cooperation. So Konchu in the future, it needs a vibrant group of believers, need to be established in truth, our fundamental beliefs. They need to know them so that they can be strengthened. Otherwise, they are young people who come from other churches. So when they go back to their homes, you find that they are also mingled with their parents who are Catholic and other denominations. And a strong youth program, we have Pathfinders here. So I want to make an appeal to our Pathfinders leaders here, not only to enrich, but they should also outreach to our baby Konchu. This church should be equipped by faith, a place for worship. It's a big challenge. They don't have a place for worship. They are just renting this place, and we need to help them in any means. When they find a place, then we can see how we can help them, even if it will be to buy the land. October 1, we were able to visit there for our first time, and 10 of us from our group, we were there, and Pastor Gatus was able to introduce us to this church. And next picture, you can see these are the church elders. I was trying to ask them some few questions. Well, it's not very clear, but there's a couple of pictures that we were able to fellowship with them. And if you keep on going, there's that's the prayer. This is the whole group of Konchu and our Sabbath school class. We mingled together inside their church. Next slide is October 8. We went there, and that time Dr. Odek was able to speak to the young people. And the next slide, this is the Elder Nelson and his wife, and that is Dr. Odek, Dr. Safari, and myself. We were trying to visit their house because they did not come to church that afternoon. And Elder was able to tell us how much he's doing for the Lord. He's paying from his own pocket to these two lay people who are ministering there to keep the church going. And he's also offering potluck for the 45 to 50 people every Sabbath from his own pocket. And this is his house. And he has a warehouse. So this business which he's doing of warehouse, he has employed all the people, all the church members, they are employed by himself. So maybe these people, they are kept there because of the job, or they are coming because of the faith. That's why we need to go and strengthen them every Sabbath. However, October 23, we decided to go and clean the church surrounding and the neighborhood. And these are the neighbors. You can see how they need our help. And also this is the church surrounding. We were able to go and clean that place on October 23rd. This was last Sunday. And these are the neighbors. We were trying to remove the signposts and place in the right place because the barangay captain told us that it was in the wrong place. These are the people trying to clean the surrounding. Next slide. Yeah, you can see, actually this is the last slide. You can see this is the group which joined the outreach for cleaning that day. They call it Bayanihan. So we are so much blessed, and we need your support as we carry on this ministry of going to Konchu every Sabbath. We need your suggestions. We need you to join us and go with us. On myself, I'm doing this as a Sabbath school coordinator or Sabbath school leader for our class. As well, I was told that it will be credited in my program at graduate school. So pray for us, and may God bless you all as you pray for this outreach program for English Class B for Baby Konchu. May God bless you all.